Hey guys, it's Monday. Getting out for a TT VO2 max session today, but it's a bit of a taper week. So last week I did 6x6 minutes VO2 max. This week I'm going to be doing 3x6 minutes, but try and raise the power a little bit. Last week was like 455 to 460 for the efforts. So I want to be above 460, maybe like 470, 480. Also going to do a couple of anaerobic efforts, so 2x2 minutes. I think I'll do one at the start, one at the end. So do a tempo warm up, like 12-13 minutes tempo, then 2-minute effort, 3x6 minutes, and then another 2-minute effort, and that will do me for the session. Be about a bit under 2 hours. Then just like 2 hours zone 2 tomorrow, rest day, easy threshold session, easy zone 2 ride, 2 hours again. So yeah, this will be the last like proper intensity day. I mean, I've got 30-minute threshold later in the week, but that's not as crazy as the VO2 max work. So hopefully get out for a good one today. Had a nice weekend away, seeing some friends. But yeah, did an hour spin on the turbo yesterday after I got back from St Albans, and yeah, feeling good. Calf's pretty achy, but yeah, get out and see how it is. Got the proper triathlete look today, using the calf guards as a bit of compression. Hopefully the calf's not feeling so tight. Oof, little baby session there, but that felt savage. So yeah, it was 3x6 minutes, and then I did a 2-minute effort already. So I did my tempo, 2-minute effort, 3x6 minutes, and 2 minutes was about like 570, which is a decent dig. I feel like that must have taken quite a lot out of me. 12-14 minute odd rest between that and the first 6-minute effort. But that first 6 minute, yeah, it's about 450. They were all about 450, but they just felt hard. I mean, they're all uphill into the headwind, and it's pretty windy today, so it's quite demoralising. It's hard to. I'm right at the top of the block in my easiest gear, essentially, rather than just being able to spin out a bigger gear. Good to get back to it, remind the body what it's like to try hard. Definitely going easier this week in terms of volume and intensity, but to give myself that rest, but yeah, still need to remember what it is to dig really deep for Sunday. But yeah, it should be good. Did a fair bit of travelling at the weekend. Didn't end up doing a little spontaneous like 3-kilometre run on Saturday, and I think that's battered my legs a little bit. My calves have been really achy, and just like my inner thighs are pretty achy too. So yeah, it's not completely impacting the session, but it's a factor to consider. So yes, the power was down today compared to the harder session last week, but you know, just gonna, what do they say, trust the process. I mean, there's not much I can do about it now, you know. So yeah, be sensible this week, make sure I'm feeling good for Sunday, and I'm sure I'll do a really good performance. Have another go at this 2-minute effort on the way back up to the house, like 550 plus. Just getting it done today, nothing special, just 2 hours zone 2 on the turbo, spending some time in TT position, working on pressing against the outside of the arm pad cups to get my shoulders narrower, see how much I'll be aching on Sunday after trying to hold it for the whole 48 odd minutes. Maximal fatigue test, RPE 8, time to exhaustion 14 minutes. Something not quite right today, no idea what, but yeah, just really wasn't there for it today. So session was some maximal fatigue test, so 3 minutes at about 400 watts, and that felt shit, but they normally feel pretty bad, any different to normal really. And then today, nice easy session. It was just 30-minute threshold effort, same sort of level as 45 minutes I did last week and the 40 minutes the week before. Significantly easier session, and first 5 minutes I felt good, sweaty but normal, and then got about 12 minutes in and I was just like nothing in my legs. Like I could have pressed on, but power would have been dropping off, and it just didn't feel right. I can't put my finger on it, but it just didn't feel right. So I stopped after like 12 and a bit minutes. And then my heart is just absolutely thudding, like very strange. Not really sure what's going on here. I mean, I've eased off this week, going into the National 25 on Sunday. That's all I can do really, just ease off a bit more. So just spin out the legs for another hour, top me up to 2 hours for this ride. Don't bother with any more intensity. I did some sprints at the start of the session. They were really good. They were the best sprints I've done in months. Like 1300 watts seated sprint. But you know, get into the meat of the session and then I'm just not there for it. Nice and easy up until Sunday. I'll just do 2 hours zone 2 tomorrow, then an opener ride on Saturday. And yeah, hopefully I'll turn around. I mean, there's no reason I won't be in good shape for it, but just for whatever reason, just really wasn't there today. For me, there's a big difference between training and racing. Like, if I felt like that on race day, like, I'd push through until I like properly blew up. Now that I'm like getting back on the turbo this summer, like I'm just really struggling on indoors, to be honest. Like in the past, I'd say my power production indoors has been pretty good, like my heat management. But yeah, these last few weeks, like really bad. So keeps the outdoor stuff, well, it's good heat stimulus at the end of the day. But yeah, the quality of the session wasn't there, unfortunately. But like I say, can't do anything before Sunday, so all I can do is rest up a bit more, and hopefully that does me good. Like, no way I'm overtrained. I mean, I was very sensible to structure that mid-season break after the National 50. Since then, I've had like 3 pretty good weeks of training, but nothing crazy with it. Just getting back to fitness. Just for some reason, not feeling good today, but you know, put it behind you. Move on to the next day. Just spin out for another hour. Thing that's been off is I've been very mentally prepared for racing and haven't had any races for a couple of weeks. I did the National 50 and then mid-season break. Then 2 weeks after that, it was the National 100, and I was meant to race the week after the 100, do a fast 25 miler, but that got cancelled. So I'm just like, I wanted to get another race post off season under the belt before the National 25, but National 25 is going to have to be the first one back. But then I've got a lot more races on the cards the weeks after that, so looking forward to that. Apprehensive for it as well, but yeah, I think it'll be good to get back to racing because I kind of need it at the moment. I think, yes, if you're not racing you can get some really solid training done, but the way I've structured the season is to use a lot of races like as training sessions and then have a few peak races. You're keen to get out there and like smash some good numbers, because getting outdoors in competition, that's where I'm going to be at my best. Rather than sweating away on the turbo, it's doing me good. Even if today something was wrong, like in general it's been good training doing this. I feel like shit, like not physically at all, just mentally just gone now. Yeah, I feel like shit, don't know why. All I can do is take it chill for the next few days and hope for the best. Nothing's wrong, so hopefully I'll just feel better tomorrow, better the day after, hopefully better by Sunday. But yeah, not really much I can do, so just try and stay optimistic. But yeah, I was not feeling good for the rest of that ride. Just like, what the fuck am I doing here? Woke up this morning, my both knees were really achy. And then I did a good set of stretching, and knees and legs felt much better after that. Then hopped on for my session. Didn't take caffeine because it was like, okay, it's just a half an hour threshold effort. Like, I can get away with not taking the caffeine. But then, for whatever reason, that threshold effort, just something wasn't right. I mean, it's not a session, like the sessions this week, they're not sessions to build fitness, they're sessions to kind of maintain and remind yourself what it is to push hard. But it's still, can't lie, it's still a little bit disconcerting when like I'm not just feeling at least like average for them. Like, if I'm just like bang on the power I did for 45 minutes last week for half an hour, I'll be like, okay, it's nothing special, but it's maintaining. Whereas when you can't even make it to 15 minutes, you're just like, okay, what the fuck is going on here? But yeah, I know I've got the good training in the bank. I mean, I've had 3 solid weeks, average like 13 hours a week, got some decent sessions in. Had a crap session before the 100, did the 100, then I had a good VO2 max session, um, had a couple of decent threshold sessions. Um, I've had 2 good VO2 max sessions outdoors, 2 very average threshold sessions indoors. Slightly disappointing VO2 max session on Monday, but my legs were really heavy from travelling during the weekend, and it wasn't too bad a session, and I had some extra anaerobic effort, so I wouldn't be surprised if that took it out of me. But yeah, just didn't feel good today. But gotta stay optimistic. Have something to eat. Shower up. Have something proper to eat, and then get myself out of the slump and do something else for the day. More stretching for sure. But yeah. What am I like? Shocking. Right, let's channel this nervous energy into Sunday and just absolutely smash it instead. That's a good idea, Tom. I mean, there's nothing. Just having to think about things like there's nothing that's inherently wrong. So yeah, just stay optimistic for the weekend and should still be able to do a good performance. Feeling a lot better mentally today, and just tapping away 2 hours zone 2, spending some time in TT position. Classic stuff. Warm though. Can never be too safe. My bike on Zwift has disc brakes and rim brakes. Hey guys, it's Saturday and I'm getting out for a bit of an open ride ahead of the National 25 mile TT tomorrow, which yeah, I've come around on and I am definitely looking forward to it. I'm feeling much better. Yeah, I've been feeling a bit out of sorts for the last probably week and a half, 2 weeks. Been having a big think about like kind of where that's coming from and not fully understanding it, but definitely feeling better from thinking about it. Cabin fever's probably one of them. Just been spending too much time on the turbo. I mean, we've had a bout of rain come through, and that's one of the reasons why I've been on the turbo. But there's been days where I could have just got out. But with this week, because I've been doing it as a taper week, like all of my zone 2 rides have just been 2 hours, and when it's a 2 hour ride, it's like, okay, what's the point in getting outdoors? I can just get that bashed out on the turbo and then spend some time in TT position. So like the benefit of it is, yes, I spent more time on the TT bike just riding zone 2, getting used to that position, especially like the pushing of the elbows outwards to get my shoulders narrower. So getting a bit more time done with that, but does take its toll riding on the turbo. Too much time in my own head, which I've been doing deliberately, not been listening to any podcasts or anything, no distractions. So it's led me to this weird state of mind, but it's a state of mind that like I appreciate being in. In the moment it's not so great, but then it leads to better things in the future, I'd say. So yeah, but the weather's all right today, so getting out for just my hour spin, do some little efforts, do like a warm up and play it by ear. I might do a couple of 2-minute efforts, we'll see. Yeah, just get out, see how the legs are, and yeah, hopefully feeling good again tomorrow. Probably have to give it a bit of a clean afterwards as well. No worries. Good little ride that. Did like my standard warm up, so a couple of surges, then like a ramp, so 2 minutes at tempo, minute of threshold, and then there's more like a minute of VO2 max, just above 500 watts, then a 13 odd minute tempo effort, then I did like a 2 minute effort, so keeping it above 500 watts, probably like 530 or something, and then I decided to do like a 6-minute threshold effort, so like about 390-ish, disc brakes pinging away, but yeah, feeling good, yeah, feeling nice out on the road and really comfortable in the position. Is more aggressive, harder on the shoulders, but I think it's going to be worthwhile. Aero is the thing I need to work on, and I reckon this position is more aero, so I'm definitely going to stick with it. So yeah, ping 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 ping. I think I might have just seen a drug deal in broad daylight in Crooks. That's a new one. Good feeling to shave the legs because it tells me I'm getting back to racing tomorrow. Just prepping stuff with the bike, taking the extensions off and tightening up this mount for hopefully the last time. Checking everything with the bike, battery, or such. Just have my lights on so don't forget about them. And then all my kit in my bag, my helmet, extra towels because might be wet. But yeah, Should be a good one. I'm looking forward to it though. Like I felt really nice getting out on the bike today, and it's one step up from last year at least because I didn't get stung on the ear by a bee on my openers ride, which is nice progress. Looking forward to getting back to racing, and I've got a nice calendar planned for the end of the seasons with some nice fast TTs, and obviously the 10-mile championships, where that was my standout result last year. So wanna go one or two better than that this year. But yeah, get some good racing done, good training done, and yeah, feeling good about the whole thing. Morning, guys. Just after 4:30 on Sunday, so aiming to leave at just before 6, and go and pick up Annie, and then we're driving down to Peterborough together for the National 25. And yeah, I don't think it's delusion. I honestly think I can win today. Like, I think I can win my first national title, which is yeah. I'm just really excited for it. Like, I'm feeling really optimistic about it, considering I've really not felt too great this week. But these last few days, I've really come around, mentally more than physically, and I'm feeling really up for it. I haven't been in a bad place mentally, but I've been having doubts and stuff. And yeah, that's starting to come around, and hopefully reap the rewards of having a proper rest week, because I think it's the rest week of really reducing the volume, especially doing it on the turbo, that's made me just feel like a bit. Ugh. But now I'm feeling back to myself. Felt really nice on my little opener ride yesterday, and it was nice to get outdoors for that, and I'll get outdoors more for the rest of the season for sure. Bit burnt out from the turbo, I'll be honest. And I just feel like I'm not riding very well on the turbo as well. I can't get a good session in on the turbo. But yeah, based on the sessions, nothing from this week has been phenomenal. It's been pretty average or bad. But the 2 weeks before that, I mean, the two TT VO2 max sessions I did, they were really good, like on par or better than what I did from the previous training block. The threshold sessions I did on the turbo, they were both solid. 40 minutes at threshold, 45 minutes at threshold. Obviously the power's lower, but it's indoors, and I feel like the internal load of that stimulus was still really good. I mean, the power was still decent, like just under 360 for an indoor threshold effort. That's kind of like my normal, really. But different times of year, it's hard to compare, really, as it's obviously a lot harder riding in this setup because it's clearly a lot hotter. But I know that when I get outdoors, the numbers are so much better. So my last 25 miler was the Watt Shop 2 day, the first day event of that, and that was 54 minutes. I bet just under 400 watts, I think, 399, 398, and I'm definitely in as good shape as then, I'd say. Mentally in a better state for it as well. So for a faster course, it's not a fast course per se, but it's definitely going to be a faster course. I'd like to be well under 50 minutes, so I should be doing a decent amount over 400 watts, I reckon. Plus, obviously, being a national champ, I want it more. I'm just going to inherently be able to push harder. So yeah, something between 400 and 410, I reckon. So yeah, it's going to be a good power PB. I've been working on my aero. I think my position on the bike's more aerodynamic than it was for the 50. The Rudy helmet's faster on me. So yeah, there's no reason why if I'm able to throw down my best possible performance, I reckon that can get me a national title today. It's so early in the morning. It's like you're talking about the date the night before. But yeah, I'm honestly feeling. I don't think it's delusion. Like, I'm honestly feeling really good for it. I'm also excited for the rest of the season, the interesting races that I have coming up. But got to start off with tomorrow, and yeah, really just really looking forward to getting out there and having a really good performance, because I think I've got that in the legs. Got those magic legs. Par packed the car as well, so only got a couple of things to check and then pop in and then head on down south. Obviously, it's still a time trial. Like, anyone can do an insane performance and come away with the win. But the main thing is, I feel like I'm in a shape where I can do a performance where on a regular day for everyone else, I think I can throw down a performance that can get me the win. which is, yeah, exciting stuff. Good appetite in the morning, must mean I'm hungry for it. Good sign. Before the 100, I could barely get my food down. I'm getting a lot closer to the event than usual. But yeah, giving myself plenty of time this morning, my normal sort of schedule, and yeah, I'll get this food down me because I'm actually hungry. Got about an hour till the start time. Been feeling a little bit sick, to be honest, but I'm not trying to throw up, so I don't know. Generally feel all right, so we'll just have to see. We have a agenda before the start. That's what it is, but I think it's probably more getting in my head about it. Having thrown up at the last race at the 100, but yeah, should be fine. Sun's come out, it's looking like a nice day for it. Good fair course. So yeah, make my final preparations. Got exactly an hour now. I'm off at 10:24. So yeah, should be good. But obviously, pre-race nerves are really kicking in now, but we'll be good.
Go on, Tom! Come on, Tom! Go on, Tom, you're almost catching Richard! No, again. Come on!
In second place with a time of 49 minutes 43 seconds, also Team Bottrell, is Thomas Lee. And the 2025 National Open 25 mile champion with a time of 49 minutes and 20 seconds from Athlone v Villabello is Adam Doublebeck. All these roundabouts kind of suits me, quite like the technical side of it.
Right, quick little debrief before we head home. Around the rain and we had lovely weather for the race, and now the heavens have opened, so very lucky us. A really hard, honest course, like rolling up and down, very draggy, and with it being a single carriageway, it was like barely any cars, so you're not getting any drafting effect from cars overtaking you. It felt like 2 cars overtook me over the course of the 25 miler, so yeah, it was hard work, and I didn't feel amazing for it. I was feeling pretty sick beforehand, and then I was faffing before the start and barely got there on, well, left HQ with enough time, but it was the same as a 50 where was non-ideal circumstances. And I cracked on with it, and I kind of got in my head about it because I was expecting to catch Richard Oakes, who was a minute in front of me, at like 10-ish miles. And when I saw that, like, not only was I not caught him, he was like still a decent way ahead, and Paul Burton, who was a minute behind me, like, I could tell from the roundabout turnaround that I hadn't like got away from him really, and it got in my head a little bit. Managed to reset and just put it aside and learn to ride my own race. It's like I don't know what's going on with them. Maybe they've gone out too hard, or maybe they're just on a flyer. And so I just had to focus on my own race, and just kept it going at decent level. Like, I definitely wasn't as good as I was expecting to be. I was expecting to be like 410 watts, and I was like 395. But yeah, managed to keep going to a decent extent, and then the last like 15k or so from the northmost turnaround, I just like maybe like 12k or something, but I was like emptied the tank, and it was more like a 10 mile pace for that last 12 15 minutes. So yeah, I definitely managed to claw back some time after I'd finally overtaken my minute man, and yeah, I was just nipped under 50 minutes. Matt Roster had some mechanical issue at the start, so that ruined his race before it even started, essentially. But I managed to come second, which is an improvement on my 2 third place that I've got already. So yeah, even though I was like potentially hoping for the win today, like I knew I wasn't on perfect form, and I was expecting to need that perfect form to win. So yeah, getting second and bumping myself up, getting that next step up was really good. So at my national championships I've done this year, I've come 5th, 4th, 3rd and 2nd. So it's only logical I win the 10 in 4 weeks' time. But yeah, obviously I need to train hard for that. But 10's my bag, and it's the event I prefer the most. So yeah, train hard for it, and then see what we can do in Cornwall. But yeah, head off now. Home now with my swag in hand. So team prize win, and then 2nd overall. Obviously it's a bit of a strange feeling that generally I feel like I show up for my best for the national champs, and I feel like my best today I would have been able to come away with the win and call myself a national champion. But I mean, championships are also just about like what you can do, what everyone can do on the day. I mean, at the 100, like me, Jake and Rob and James Jenkins as well, so the top 4, none of us really felt like we had an amazing ride. But Jake's not amazing ride comes away with the win on that day. The same with today. Wasn't an amazing ride for me, I didn't feel like. But that was good enough for 2nd place behind Doggleby. So yeah, really can't complain with it. Because like, it's also nice that there's more to come. I've got that building room to grow into for the rest of the season. I haven't like, everyone's getting ill at the moment, and part of that is like, I know that if I tried to hold my form, like I reached my best shape ever for the National 50. If I tried to hold that form for longer, for the next month, like I would have been really good for the 100. I might have been in amazing shape today, or equally I might have wiped myself out with some illness and been ill all of this week. Obviously Rob's been ill this week and he managed to come 3rd, but yeah, obviously it's not ideal. And yeah, my big goal of the season was this 25, but primarily the 10. I mean, the 10's the one I really want to do well at, given I came 3rd at it in my first season last year. I really want to be contesting for the win this year. That'd be really good. Best position at a national championships, but certainly not my best ride. Not as good as the 50 a month ago, but you know, a podium's a podium, and 2nd place rather than my 2 thirds. So yeah, I think it's a good reset as well. I'm back to racing after feels like 5 weeks of no racing, because 5 weeks since the national 50, and obviously I did the 100, but the 100 was such a different event for me. It didn't feel the same as a regular time trial. Like, I'm very used to what it feels like having to hit out over 25 or 10 miles. So the 100 was a completely different affair. There's been 5 weeks since I felt like I'd done a proper time trial like today. So just getting back into it, and obviously today was objectively like a pretty decent performance. Not my best, but it was a good performance, and hopefully that gets the ball rolling into doing well at the two races I have next week, and then going the next 2 weekends after that before the national 10. But also a good springboard for the training sessions that I've got to build the form, and hopefully be in my peak shape for the end of August. So exciting stuff. Mentally doing much better, and yeah, optimistic about improving the form, and hopefully I'll show up to the national 10 with my best performance ever, because I mean, that's the point of periodization, you know. Like you're not just looking for random periods of fantastic form. You're looking to, okay, this is my peak event. This is where I want to be at my best, and trying your best to execute that. And it's easier said than done. Have I been training too little this week? Too much? I don't know. But it's been an easier week, so it's been a good reset. And then keep training for solid 3 weeks of training ahead of me, and then another easier week ending in the national 10. So keep going with the plan, and hopefully that comes away with a national championship, because wasn't quite able to do it today. So chapeau to Doggleby. I'll beat him at his event on Wednesday though. I think I'm racing him on Wednesday and Sunday, so that'll be interesting to go up against him over 10 miles, because that's the big one we got left in the year. Try and clear up this sweaty abomination before I conk out for real.